traders, good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're watching in the world. I'm Scott Andrews. This is Scotty's Trading. Now, I apologize for not putting out an update video yesterday. We bundled that together in the Trade Talk Pippin Ain't Easy podcast with Connor, and I walked my dog and I've come back, and this is pretty interesting. So, the New Zealand dollar was behaving pretty nicely. It never really just completely falls like this without some hiccups. As you can see, there's been this candle. Well, actually, there's been a lot of downfall. So this is another candle that's a bit of a bounce. At one point, it was, looking pretty good. We were, pretty close to moving to break even. Currently, not so. And I also discussed selling the Aussie dollar. That was on Twitter and Instagram. So if you follow me there, that's really where you get the most up-to-date stuff. So Scotty's Trading is my Instagram, and then for Twitter it's at Trade Talk Pippin, and Connor will also share things as well. Now, if you haven't already checked out, Connor put up on his channel, Forex Connor, a scam video about a gentleman named John Howe. So Connor actually shared that video on John's YouTube page as well. He commented and said, check this out, to make him fully aware of our concerns about what he was doing. So we'll do that. If you have anyone that you want us to dissect and go into detail about, but I mean, if it does seem legitimate, we're not just gonna, put ourselves at risk of litigation and getting sued for defamation as well. So we won't be doing that. But what we will do is, if you see anyone, and it can be global. I know there's a lot of issues. Cyprus, for example, with INFX, avoid that at all costs. But I mean, if you look stuff up online, that's usually the best point of call. And if, a forum is offering you guaranteed profits, of like $1,000 a month, but if you have $1,000 account, that's not attainable really. It is, but you'd be leveraged, you'd be highly risked. I mean, it could go either way very easily. Like something like this, you could be short right on that, and then it's, you've got no stop, that's the whole account. That's the whole account if you're highly leveraged. So you've got to be a little bit realistic on things. Now, I'll touch base on the Aussie dollar as well. Now, I was particularly tempted with this last night. I was at work and I was watching this it would have been this breakdown. It was the other night, and it popped up again, and then again it went down. I'm sort of thinking it's got to just close nicely below that. That's why I've got a support level there at 73.39, and it really didn't, and I just stepped away. But I did take the New Zealand dollar trade. So currently this month is a lot better. It's around 1% a month. I dialed the risk back quite a bit as well. Last month was reckless, so it's much better. At one point I was like -6% down on this account and the Oanda account as well. So it was -4% on the Oanda account. Now it's 2.5% up on the Oanda account. I didn't take the New Zealand dollar trade though. I was at work when I did take the New Zealand dollar sell trade, and I was managing a few other things, and I said, you know what? No, because on the Oanda platform it's a little bit more difficult because I've got an even smaller account, so I don't use lots. I use unit sizing. And it got messy, and if your environment isn't quite right, just don't take the trade. And I really don't regret not doing that. That's fine by me. Let's just see how the euro is looking. Yeah, man, it's difficult, isn't it? I mean, you have some nice breaks lower, and then it just pops up, and you've just sort of got to play it either quick moves, you capture some quick moves, or you have wider stops. If you're going higher time frames with narrow stops, it's you're going to get stopped at so many times. Most beginner traders just can't deal with that. So, but if you don't mind losing, and if you have like a 20%, 30% win rate, you can still make money. But then when your trades are running, that's even harder. You have to let the trades go. So that's essential. USD CAD, so that's done. Yeah, good. I'll end on the USD yen. It's interesting. That is, I'll watch that again. No trades Friday. I won't be taking The Friday stuff is very choppy for the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So, and I haven't really tested anything lower than that, so I'm not going to just jump in and take a trade. So that's the New Zealand dollar sell trade there, guys. So I sold it 67.90, stop loss up here. So as you can see, there's not much risk, and I'm fine with that. I'm approaching this as this was a much bigger account, okay, and I deviated from the plan a little bit last month. I fully acknowledge that. I don't ever run away from that. You're always going to get transparency here, so I've just dialed it back a little bit, get some confidence back. I was way too overconfident, and I'm just keeping it real. All right, and the stop loss is at 68.56, well 57 pretty much for the New Zealand dollar sell trade. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Bye for now. There'll be an update probably tomorrow night. I've got a few things on during the day tomorrow, and then I've got work, and then I'll come in and do some analysis. So thanks for watching, everyone, and bye for now.